Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you can't tell by my voice, I am currently a little bit sick. So a couple days ago I started getting a tiny bit of a sore throat. I just thought it was kind of allergies because here in Virginia it is ragweed season, and I just thought that I was allergic to ragweed. So I didn't really think much of it. Went on about my day, went to class. Yesterday morning, I went into work and I felt really rough. And my boss and a couple of my coworkers suggested that I go home and rest because the last 2 weeks of my life have been so insanely busy. I not only am working a full-time job, but I'm working a part-time job, and I just started classes 2 days a week. So the last 14-15 days, I have pretty much been either working both jobs or working my full-time job and then going to class afterwards. So I have pretty much worked every day for the past 14 days except for Labor Day. I didn't work Labor Day at either job, but pretty much what I've been doing, I work my full-time job Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Well, Monday through Friday is my part-time job. Tuesday and Thursday I have class after my part-time job, and then mainly the other Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I am at my part-time job, and then usually sometimes on Saturdays as well. So, and even Sundays, but I've been trying to take Sundays off for studying because this class requires a lot of homework and schoolwork in your free time because we only meet twice a week. So it's a really tough program, and I like it a lot, but it's been a lot of catch up because technically our assignments are due the day of class, but of course the first couple assignments we were not signed up for our online portal, so we couldn't access it prior to the first day of class. So then we had the first day of class stuff to do the whole week, and then the second week of classes we had stuff as well. So we had basically 2 weeks worth of work to do by the end of last class, and then this week we have our stuff from last week to do. So it's really complicated and hard to keep up with. I'll try to explain it the best that I can, but basically all your homework is due before the Tuesday of that week, the Tuesday class of that week. But like I said in the beginning, it's a little catching up because you don't have access to do the online stuff prior to class because it's the first 2 weeks of class. So it's been a lot of adjusting. It's been a lot of work. I am tired, but as of right now, I am just about caught up with schoolwork. Our new modules hit tomorrow, and then all day tomorrow I'm going to try to work on them. But yesterday, back to my original story, yesterday I went into work. I was feeling really rough, didn't have much of a voice. And as you could tell, my voice is still a little messed up, but I went home. I was supposed to work my full-time job till 4, and then I was supposed to go to my part-time job at 5, and my boss suggested that I go home. So about 10:30 I finally went home. I slept for most of the day. I slept until 3 p.m. and I called out of my second job because I didn't want to go and make people food and risk getting them sick, especially if I had COVID or anything, which fingers crossed I have not had a fever yet. It's just normal cold symptoms, sore throat, runny nose, sneezing, coughing, that kind of stuff. So I think it's just a normal common cold, but like I said, no fever has been associated with it, so that's good. This morning I was supposed to go to a Bible study that my friend Ashley called 3B, but I told Ashley that I wasn't coming to that because, again, didn't want to get everybody sick. This afternoon I was supposed to work at my second job, called out of that because, again, I feel better than I did yesterday, but I don't feel confident enough to go in and make people's food and risk getting our customers sick. So I called out of that. I'm they're probably still mad at me, but it is what it is. But I wanted to vlog today because it's been a minute since I've actually sat down and vlogged, because my schedule's just been so crazy, you guys. I'll show you a picture of my planner later, but I am starting to feel a little bit better. Obviously I still got some congestion and stuff, but I feel a lot better than I did yesterday, thanks to Dayquil and allergy pills and Mucinex and a bunch of other medications I've been taking. So I decided to take a shower. It is like 4 p.m. and I haven't showered in like 2 days because I've done nothing but rest and sleep. And I honestly just think my body gave out on me because I've been so busy and I'm just not as young as I once was. Not that I'm old by any means, but you know what I mean. I'm just not as young as I was when I was 18, and I can't push my body too far anymore. And I feel like the last 2 weeks I have done that. So anyways, I wanted to show you guys kind of what my sick day routine is, or kind of when I'm coming out of a sick day or sickness, what I do to kind of start feeling better and, you know, get myself back into a normal routine. So I thought that would be fun for you guys. So first thing that I did is I took a shower. And obviously if you're still feeling sick, a shower always helps, but don't over push it. Because I'm feeling a little bit better, I did take an everything shower. I washed my hair, I shaved my legs, I did all the stuff that you do just because it makes me personally feel better. And like I said, I feel like I am able to do that. If you are still very lethargic or very tired and you don't feel up to that, I completely understand. Do what is in your means for your sickness. But for me personally, in this moment right now, I'm starting to feel a little bit better as far as tiredness goes. So I took a shower, cleaned everything. First thing that I always do when I'm sick and I get out of the shower is obviously dry off. Wrap a towel around me, dry off, whatever, and then blow my nose. Blow your nose like immediately after you get out of the shower, because in the shower the steam and everything will open up your sinuses, and it's so much easier to get all that gunk out of your nasal cavity and out of your nose and your throat immediately after you get, because it's all loosened up and it feels so good. So obviously I didn't record that because I didn't feel like you guys would want to see that. But dry off, blow your nose, get all that gunk out of your face and out of your nose, and then I'm going to put some lotion on and try to get myself like a little bit of a self-care routine. Again, if you're too tired or too sick to do that, completely understand. I'm completely coming out of mine now, so I'm not going to overdo it again, but I'm going to put a little bit of lotion on my legs and just kind of get myself together and make myself feel a little bit better. So I'm getting back into the routine of doing stuff. Alright, so after I put on some lotion and get to smelling good, I obviously, and I feel like this is pretty standard, is I change into some comfy clothes. So right now I just have these super cute plaid pink bottoms and a pink tank top. It's a pajama set my mom got for me this week. And depending on what type of sickness you have, will depend on what kind of clothes you want to wear. Obviously, that's a personal choice. I feel like most of the time when you're sick, depending on whether you have a stomach bug or a chest cold, whatever, you don't usually want something super constricting, especially with a stomach bug, or you don't want anything constricting your chest. And again, if you're having a stomach bug or something like that, you don't really want something that's hard to get on and off. Obviously, these are things that everybody should know. I'm just telling you my routine. And, you know, if you're feverish or got cold chills, that might determine whether you wear long sleeves or pants or more cooling clothing. I have pretty much been sweating all day. Like I said, I don't think I have a fever. I didn't as of this morning. I might now, but it also could be just because I got out of a hot shower. So I put on these super cute pajama pants. They've got pockets, you guys. Look at this. Super amazing. And this pink tank top because I'm just lounging around the house today. So that's what I'm doing. And then after that, I like to do a little bit of self-care. Not a whole lot because, again, it can be exhausting if you do too much. But what I'm going to do is just brush my hair out and put a little bit of moisturizer on, just because when you're blowing your nose a lot or coughing a lot or ingesting a lot of fluids or extracting a lot of fluids, you are going to want to keep your skin nice and hydrated. It can get very dehydrated, so make sure you're drinking a lot of liquids and keeping your skin very moisturized. So first things first, I'm going to brush out my hair, just because this is something you should do whether you're sick or not. But if anybody's like me, a lot of times when I'm sick, I don't feel like doing these little like routine things, and I'm getting a little bit short of breath, so I might have to go sit down here in a minute, because this is the first time in 2 days that I've been up really doing a whole lot. I've mainly been in bed or on my couch just watching TV and doing a little bit of homework, so I stay caught up. But now that I'm up and doing stuff, I'm starting to get a little short of breath, so I have to go down and sit down and relax. But I am going to do a little bit of like just basic routine self-care stuff here. Alright, so brush my hair out. I'm going to get a little bit of toner. I wash my face in the shower with my Clean and Clear exfoliator, which I know Clean and Clear is really bad for you, but that's always what I've used, and it's been fine for me because I don't use it like every day. And then I'm using this astringent toner. It's Sea Breeze. It's the old school Sea Breeze, because I'm old and I know this stuff is probably terrible for your skin, but again, it's what I've always used. It's kept my skin pretty healthy, I think. I don't have many breakouts, and probably not good, but it does burn a tiny bit, which makes me think that it's doing something. So go over it the first time to kind of get all the dirt off my face, or you know, leftover makeup, whatever. Especially if you've been sick, a lot of your sickness will come out through your pores. So I do one just to cleanse, or just to remove any dirt, and then the second one to really get in there after the first layer of it. So, and I do go down my neck. And I touch my throat, it's still a little sore, but this is what I do. Alright, there's that. And then while that's drying and kind of soaking in there, I will go ahead and brush my teeth. And this is kind of just my like everyday routine anyways, but especially when I'm feeling sick, I want to make sure to do that. I'm very bad at a daily skincare routine, so I don't do it all the time. But especially after being sick, I want to make sure that my skin is nice and nourished, and you know, it just makes you feel better mentally as well. So I'm gonna go brush my teeth, and then I'll be back with you in a minute. Alright, so I'm back again. I just brushed my teeth and swished around some mouthwash, you know, kill out all of the germs that are in my mouth from where I've been coughing. Don't know if that's actually a thing. Also, none of this is medical advice, just so you know. This is just my routine, what I do, and opinions of what I think. But I am not a medical professional, so don't take anything I say to heart. Obviously, go to the doctor and see what they think, and do everything within your own opinions and your own bounds and all that good stuff. But now I am just putting on some of my Pond's Dry Skin Moisturizer. I love this stuff. It's super, it's a little bit oily, but for my skin it works well because I have extremely dry skin, especially in the fall and winter months, which are quickly approaching here in Virginia. And I'm not sure how I feel about it yet, but it is what it is. But I'm just going to moisturize my skin, go all the way down my neck, put a little bit just like down here. Especially like if you've been blowing your nose a lot like I am, and I don't have any right now, but I always make sure to get like around the corners of my nose, make sure that's moisturized, because that can get like blistered and really dry and sore right around your nose if you've been blowing your nose or wiping your nose a lot. So you can put Vicks there, and you can put different kinds of oils and whatever else like right there around your nose. But for me, I'm just putting some of this lotion. Luckily, I haven't had too many issues so far with my skin drying out, but I've only been sick for about 48 hours now. So if you have something more long term, then obviously that can happen. But I've been trying to stay away from blowing my nose too much to where that happens, or at least blowing my nose on something super soft. So moisturize. And then I always love doing this after my moisturizer is sick or not, but especially when you're sick, this feels so good. So this is just rose water. This is the Heritage Stone brand. Just looks like this. I also have the Pixie brand, the Makeup Fixing Mist, rose water and green tea. I have that one. I also have the Mario Badescu one, the mini, because it was on sale at Walmart. So just any kind of spray or rose water. Right now I'm going to use this one, but any kind of spray or rose water is really good for after being sick. It feels really refreshing. It keeps your skin very moisturized, and even if this is all you spray on throughout the day, it'll at least keep your skin pretty moisturized if you don't feel like doing like a full kind of routine like I did. So I spray that on sometimes before makeup. It's good for after makeup to make your skin look dewy and, like I said, very moisturized. But yeah, that is kind of what I do. Sometimes I am going to try to clean up my house a little bit, because I feel like when you clean up your space, because right now this is what my bedroom looks like. It's a disaster. This is what my living room looks like. It's a bit of a disaster. So sometimes if you have the energy to do that and you're not feeling super drained anymore after an illness, it's nice to kind of tidy up a little bit. Not necessarily deep clean or you know, scrub floors or scrub down your walls or anything tedious like that, but just simply tidy up, put things where they belong, and, you know, declutter your space a little bit. For me personally, when my space is decluttered, then my mental health suffers, and it's just a lot, and it doesn't help with the healing process. So right now I'm feeling a little exhausted from everything that I just did, and I'm starting to get a little bit out of breath. So before I clean up, I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of a break. I'm probably going to watch some YouTube, possibly do some homework, and just I can't even think, revamp, rest, rebuild up my energy, and then maybe here in a little bit I will tidy up a little bit and get my space feeling good again. But I will catch up with you guys later, and we'll see what I end up doing. Right now I just feel like I need to sit down and catch my breath and rest, because that took a lot of energy out of me. So I'll see you guys in a little bit.